Okay, let's just jump right in. I know. That title, it's a pretty bold claim, right? But seriously, just for a second, think about it. Where were you 2 years ago? What were those big goals you had? And now, where are you today? If you see a bit of a gap between those 2 points, then you are in exactly the right place. We're going to break down the single biggest reason most of us get stuck and, more importantly, how to build a real path to a very different 2026.
This one hits home, doesn't it? We all know this feeling. It's that burst of energy on January 1st. You've got the brand new gym membership, the crisp, clean notebook. You are ready to go. You have these incredible dreams. But then, a few weeks in, maybe a month if you're lucky, we slip right back into the exact same routine. And that is the heart of the problem, isn't it? It's this incredibly frustrating cycle. You get this huge surge of inspiration, you start making moves, you feel good, and then poof, life happens. The energy just vanishes, and you're right back where you started. It's completely exhausting, and it's so easy to start thinking that you're the problem. But what if it's not you? What if the problem is the very fuel you're trying to run on? So, this is where it gets really interesting. What if the one thing we've all been told to chase, the one thing we're told we need more of, is actually the villain of our story? Let's talk about what I call the motivation trap. We've been taught to wait until we feel like doing something. But honestly, that's a surefire recipe for staying put. Here's the absolute truth about motivation. It's an emotion. That's it. And just like any other emotion, happiness, sadness, whatever, it's a wave. It comes and then it goes. Think of it like rocket fuel. It's fantastic for a launch, gives you a huge initial push, but it burns out fast. It is a terrible fuel source for a long journey. You simply cannot build a different future on something that disappears the second you have a bad day. Let me put it this way. Relying on motivation is like trying to power your house with lightning strikes. I mean, sure, it's a massive jolt of energy, but it's completely unpredictable. You have no idea when or if it's going to hit. A system, on the other hand, well, that's the power grid. It's just on, it's there, delivering consistently day in and day out, whether you're feeling inspired or not. Okay, so if motivation is our sneaky villain, then every good story needs a hero, right? Well, meet our hero, systems. And I'm not exaggerating when I say this is the one concept that can fundamentally change everything for you. So let's break down what a system actually is. First things first, a system does not need to be complicated. Forget about complex spreadsheets and flowcharts. All it is a simple, repeatable process you commit to. The whole point is to put your progress on autopilot. It takes the biggest obstacle, your own feelings, right out of the equation. You don't have to ask, do I feel like it today? You just do it, because it's what the system says to do. And this might be the most important point of all. We have to stop chasing these massive, heroic one-time efforts. A system isn't about deciding you're going to run a marathon tomorrow. No, it's about just putting on your shoes and walking for 15 minutes today. It's all about embracing the power of the small, the consistent, and yeah, the boring. So let's look at how this actually plays out. How in the world do these tiny, seemingly insignificant actions build a completely different reality for you 2 years from now? Well, the mechanism behind it is incredibly simple, but trust me, it is profoundly powerful. I mean, just look at these. They're almost laughably small, aren't they? Anyone can read 10 pages. Anyone can write 50 words. But that is the entire point. That's the secret. The goal isn't to exhaust yourself. The goal is to make the task so easy to win, you literally can't say no. It's about being able to show up and do it every single day, no matter what. And this is where the real magic happens. It's the compound effect in action. That tiny little daily effort, it feels like nothing in the moment. It's a drop in the ocean. But when you stack that same small effort day after day for 2 whole years, it compounds into something massive. It becomes a result so huge that no single burst of motivation could have ever gotten you there. So what does this actually look like? Well, right now in 2024, you just pick one tiny system, and you start. By 2025, after doing it for a year, it's not even a chore anymore. It's automatic. It's just part of who you are, like brushing your teeth. And then by 2026, you look up and you realize you've built an entirely new reality for yourself, not through some heroic effort, but just through quiet, daily consistency. I really want you to let this one sink in. This is the central idea. The future you want isn't waiting for you in some grand moment of inspiration down the road. It is being forged right now, today, in the small decisions you make. It's hidden inside all those small, productive, boring actions you might be putting off. So I'll leave you with this one question. Forget about motivation, forget about grand sweeping plans. What is the one simple, repeatable, almost boring thing you can commit to starting today? Because that small action, that's the first brick in the foundation of who you're going to be in 2026.